And this is part 3 of Leamos Juntos, La Niña del Vigía on SpanishDrill.com. We'll finish the story here. En este momento, in that moment, literally in this moment, se acordó de que, she remembered or she realized that era hora de encender las lámparas. It was the hour or it was time to light the lamps. Pero ¿qué podía hacer la pobre niña? But what could she do, the poor girl? What could the poor girl do? Estando las mechas demasiado altas, being the wicks too high, as the wicks were too high, para su estatura, for her stature, for her height, for her to reach. Cogió unos cuantos fósforos e hizo luz. She grabbed a handful of matches, and she made light. Probó si con una escalera. She tried or tested to see whether with an escalera, which I've translated as a step, it's usually a ladder or a staircase, podía alcanzar al lugar apetecido. She could reach literally the craved place, the necessary place. Pero aunque la puso sobre una mesa, but although she put it on top of a table, vio que todavía le faltaba un poco. She saw that still she was lacking, or it was lacking to her, a little bit. Para llegar a las mechas, in order to arrive, or to reach the wicks. Ya iba a sentarse. Already she was going to sit down. Descorazonada y afligida. Disheartened, discouraged, and afflicted. Cuando se acordó de un gran libro, when she remembered a large book, in que su padre acostumbraba leer, that her father would often read. Lo trajo y colocándolo, she brought it, and placing it debajo de la escalera, underneath the step, la elevó lo suficiente para poder. She elevated it, she raised it, the step, enough for to be able to encender las mechas, to light the wicks. Los rayos de luz del fanal se derramaron. Derramar is to spill. The rays of light of the lamp, they spilled. Sobre la expansión de las aguas, over the expanse or the surface of the waters. Ya embravecidas por la tempestad, already made wild or made bold or emboldened by the storm. This is referring to the surface of the waters. Y los buques pudieron evitar aquella noche, and the ships were able to avoid that night. El peligro que los amenazaba, the danger that threatened them. Amenazar, to put into menace, or fear, threat. En cuanto vieron los raqueros que, when the wreckers saw that el fanal estaba encendido, the fanal was lit. Pusieron en libertad al vigía. They put the watchman in liberty. They set the watchman free. Y huyeron, from huir, H-U-I-R, de aquel sitio. And they fled from that place. La mañana siguiente, the next morning, como ya había bajado la marea, since the tide had already gone down, el vigía pudo llegar al faro. The watchman was able to, and successfully, arrived at the lighthouse, donde su hijita, where his little daughter, se arrojó a sus brazos, threw herself into his arms, y le contó, and told him, los trabajos que había pasado. I said the travails, literally the works or the labors that had passed, aquella horrenda noche, that horrendous night, en la Torre del Fanal, in the lighthouse tower. This concludes Leamos Juntos, La Niña del Vigía. Try it yourself at SpanishDrill.com.